Hey guys, I am DC, creator and host of Our Side Jive. Welcome to my stop sign. Welcome to one of my favorite intersections in the whole wide world. Oh guys, alright, welcome to my daily dose of rock music history. Today is Sunday, October 20, 2019, and what a freaking amazing day it is, right? I mean, it's like gorgeous out here, and I mean gorgeous. Just like this woman I'm thinking about right now. Gorgeous. All right.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson's here. Jack Nicholson's here, guys. I ain't shitting you. It's freaking awesome. Jack Nicholson. That reminds me of the movie The Shining. Such a great movie. Especially this time of the year. I mean, it's almost Halloween. The Shining. I mean, if you guys have seen The Shining and you loved it, just comment below. Let me know. We'll start a group. Shining lovers. For Shining fans. I dig that movie. It's long, but I love it.
Have an order for Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast? Are they fucking here too? It's unbelievable. I picked the places with all the freaking celebrities, right? Alright guys, you are witnessing my Carnival of Love tour, day 10. You know why I call it my Carnival of Love tour, guys? Well, that's another story. I'm coming at you live, worldwide, nationwide. Patio side, intersection side, stop sign side. Okay, so let's talk some rock and roll. First out of the hat, guys, is Shaved Fish, a compilation album by John Lennon and the Plastic Ono Band. So you know Yoko was there, right? Issued in October 1975 on Apple Records. It contains all of the singles that he had issued up to that point in the United States as a solo artist, with the exception of Stand By Me, which had been released earlier that year. The only compilation of Lennon's non-Beatles recording released during his lifetime. That's pretty significant. The album peaked at number 8 in the UK and number 12 in the US. It was also Lennon's final album released on Apple Records. I don't know about you guys, but Shaved Fish just doesn't sound good. I mean, I'm not a big fan of fish anyway. I mean, I don't care for the smell at all, and I really don't even care for the taste. But Shaved Fish, it just gives me like this horrible vision. Ugh. Yeah, no, not for me. Anyway, the music may be cool, but I doubt that. But anyway, for some of you. Sure. All right, guys, Led Zeppelin, my favorite, my very favorite band ever. Yeah. Well, they celebrated the New York City premiere on this day back in 1976. Oh, it was their ambitious concert film, The Song Remains the Same, of which I own a copy, of course. Though it ultimately divided critics and fans alike. Golly, so what? Hey, hey, mama said the way you move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. Oh, what a song, what an album. What a film. You know, guys, while we're on this subject, I can't freaking stand critics. I mean, I only listen to the fans because really, they're all that matter. Critics just don't matter. Besides, they're just like sniveling, self-absorbed, existential threats to art forms. Seriously. It's like, you know, I'm checking out a movie on Flickster, right? I look for the fan ratings. I don't even look at the critics' ratings because I really don't give a crap. Although, a pretty good rule of thumb would be to go see anything those critic morons rate low. Because if you go see it, it's probably going to be awesome. I always do the reverse of what they say, but I don't even look at their stuff. I just look at the fans rate it, you know, 60, high 60s, 70, 80%, I'm going. I'm there. Critics rate it, you know, really, really, really low, I'm there. I'm going. I don't know how much those people make, but they make entirely too much money. I mean, let me give you an example. I listen to all kinds of music, and I have all kinds of music on my show, but I really don't enjoy hip-hop. Never have. I mean, I respect the dudes that perform it. I respect their audience. I'm sure there's a shit ton of people that love it, but not me. I'm not going to listen to it. So, are those people that listen to it wrong? Hell no. It's an art form to them. They love it. So what's a critic's business is it to criticize it? Right? No, wrong. They shouldn't. I don't like critics. I don't care what their role is. I don't like them. Okay. So anyway, on this day in 1977, tragedy derailed what had been... Hannah Montana's here. No way. Hannah Montana? God, my daughter loved her. Wow. Hannah Montana, guys. I can pick the places. Okay, let's scroll back a little bit. So on this day, 1977, tragedy derailed what had been an initial burst of success for Leonard freaking Skinnard. If you guys hadn't heard the Dallas's premier tribute, Little Skinnard, go check those guys out. They're pretty freaking badass. Of course, they are friends, but they're still badass. Okay. Over a few short years, the group, Leonard Skinnard, had already fashioned career-making songs like Free Bird! You ever heard that yelled? At a Simon and Garfunkel concert? Probably. Okay, Give Me 3 Steps, great song, and Sweet Home Alabama, I still love that song. And their just released album, Street Survivors, was quickly streaking toward gold-selling status. But then all of a sudden, Leonard Skinnard's twin-engine Convair CV-240 passenger aircraft ran out of fuel and crashed in a wooded area near Gillsburg, Mississippi. When planes run out of gas, guys, that's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Might as well blow a couple of engines, right? Anyway, the plane was chartered by Skinnard, but they got it from L&J Company over here in Addison, just north of Dallas. Actually, it's where the studio is. It was near the end of the flight from Greenville, South Carolina to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Well, lead vocalist and founding member Ronnie Van Zant, guitarist and vocalist Steve Gaines, backing vocalist, who is also Steve's older sister, Cassie Gaines, assistant road manager Dean Kilpatrick, pilot Walter McCreary, and co-pilot William Gray. They all died as a result of the crash. 20 others on board actually survived, although some of them, or most of them, very serious injuries. They recovered, so that's quite a few survivors. But those key players in Skinnard, they were deceased on impact But Skinner lived on and lives on to this day. In happier news, guys, Tom Petty was also born on this day. 1950 was his year in Gainesville, Florida. So let's free fall into this legendary rocker's career for a moment, okay? Because I love Tom Petty. Petty first gained attention for his music back in the early 70s as a member of the band Mudcrutch. All right, don't laugh, because some of you guys, I know you got bands that some pretty weird names. But theirs was Mudcrutch, okay? While things were starting to go pretty well for the group, they disbanded. Yeah, well, you know, bands do that crap. Before releasing a full album, and Petty went on to find his signature band, which he founded himself. It took him and his fellow musicians to the top of the freaking charts and made them one of the most respected acts in rock and roll. The first two records from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers performed only, so-so when it came to charting numbers and sales. And it wasn't until he had been working on music for almost a decade that he broke out in a major, major way with Don't Do Me Like That. Don't Do Me Like That, which previewed the group's third full-length Damn the Torpedoes album. That song hit number 10, and the album made it to the runner-up position on the Billboard 200, translated to 200. From there, they were off and running, guys. Throughout the next several decades, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers never stopped creating, releasing albums consistently, and touring non-stop, proving themselves to be not only talented and forward-thinking, but also some of the hardest working people in the rock and roll business, show business. The band ended up collecting 9 top 10 albums, including a single #1 record, which incredibly started in the top spot back in 2014, serving as a testament to how popular the band remained even after so many years. Petty also took time for side projects in between Heartbreakers albums, although he never stepped away for too long. He sent all 3 of his own records into the Billboard Top 200, and he partnered with fellow stars Bob Dylan, George Harrison, Jeff Lynne, and Roy Orbison to form the Traveling Wilburys. Oh my God, I love the Traveling Wilburys. That supergroup ended up creating only 3 albums: Traveling Wilburys Volume 1 and Traveling Wilburys Volume 2. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't 2. They skipped 2. They went to 3. They did. So they had 1, and then they skipped 2, and they called the next one 3. And then, of course, they had a compilation album. The second album, by the way, was intentionally misnumbered as number 3. Intentionally. And they also dedicated it to Roy Orbison because, he'd passed on. And in the liner notes, he's referred to as his AKA Lefty Wilbury. Yeah, because he liked Lefty Frizzell, so that was his handle. Lefty Wilbury. Oh, Roy Orbison. What a singer, right? Always interested in the history of rock, and clearly Rocky Balboa's here, guys. Stop right now. Rocky Balboa is here. Wow. Oh man, the celebrities here never cease to amaze me. Always interested in the history of rock and clearly his own past. Petty performed Mudcrutch less than 10 years ago with most of the original members, and together they wrote and recorded 2 albums, both of which added to his total top 10 title count. Well, Petty just couldn't do it wrong. Including Don't Do Me Like That, Petty recorded and released 15 top 40 hits here in the United States, a rare feat for a rock act. The success of songs like American Girl, Refugee, Don't Come Around Here No More, I Won't Back Down, and his highest charting single, Free Fallin', the only top 10 of his entire career, shows that he not only knew how to craft a spectacular tune, but also understood what the public wanted to hear. He knew how to give his massive fan base what they wanted without compromising his songwriting ability or ignoring the topics he wanted to discuss. One of the most critically adored working musicians, Petty also collected his fair share of awards throughout his entire lifetime. He won 3 Grammys out of almost 20 nominations, and 15 years ago, he and the Heartbreakers were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But Tom Petty is something to smile about, guys. Guys, the Police played their first ever concert in the United States on this day in 1978, appearing for 2 late-night sets at CBGB's after a grueling trip. Outlandos de Amor, the Police well-received debut, had not yet arrived, so that meant flying to America on a budget ticket, probably with Spirit. Yeah. Carrying their instruments and then traveling from city to city in an old Ford Econoline. I'd rather ride in a Ford Econoline than take a Spirit Airlines. God, those planes creep me out, man. The whole company creeps me out. Anyway, of course, much would change in the years ahead, right? For the Police, because they got really popular. Okay guys, Boy is the debut studio album by the Irish rock band U2. It was released on this day in 1980 by Island Records and was produced by Steve Lillywhite. You may have heard about him before. Boy contains many songs from the band's 40-song catalog at the time, including 2 tracks that were re-recorded from their original versions on their debut release, the EP 3. And guys, that is rock and roll. But wait, I've got some breaking freaking rock news. We are less than a week into the fan vote for this year's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction class, and we're already starting to get an indication of how it's shaping up. With more than 1 million votes already cast, Pat Benatar has a clear lead over the rest of the field, with the Doobie Brothers and Soundgarden directly behind her. As of like 9 hours ago, Benatar has pulled ahead of the pack with 132,283 votes, while the Doobies, with 118,780, and Soundgarden's 116,133, fighting it out for 2nd and 3rd place. I guess since Rocky's here, we ought to say duking it out. All 3 acts are on the ballot for the very first time, although they've been eligible since 2004, 1996, and 2011 respectively. Hey, Depeche Mode at 104,237 are in 4th place, and Judas freaking Priest with 97,082 votes rounds out the top 5. The other debutante nominees are the Dave Matthews Band, Whitney Houston, Motorhead, Notorious B.I.G., which is really not rock and roll, but they're there. Who knows? T-Rex and Thin Lizzy. Now, Kraftwerk, MC5, 9 Inch Nails, Rufus featuring Chaka Khan, and Ton Rundgren, all of whom have been nominated multiple times, make up the rest of that ballot. You can see the full standings at the Rock Yeah, at the Rock Hall's website, rockhall.com. The online fan vote, which was created in 2012, with the 5 artists receiving the most votes being placed on a ballot that becomes one of the more than 1,000 that will be cast to determine next year's inductees. For the first time, fans can call up the ballot by typing either Rock Hall fan vote or vote, plus the artist's name into Google. Voting concludes at 11:59 p.m. on January 10th, year 2020, with the winners announced shortly thereafter. The induction ceremony will take place on May 2, 2020 at the Public Auditorium in Cleveland, Ohio, home to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah. Now guys, I'm really pissed. I'm really pissed because T-Rex is like 13th on the list with only 63,680 votes, I think. And even worse is MC5 in last place with 30,522 votes. Now T-Rex is one of my freaking favorites. I love T-Rex. Oh my, they're awesome. Go listen to their stuff on YouTube. Just check them out. If you're like me, you'll agree. I love it when stuff rhymes. You know, but back to MC5. I love MC5, as short-lived as they were. But any band that starts off, you know, the song, "Kick Out the Jams, Motherfucker," is worthy of first place. I mean, they were like punk in 1964. Innovation, baby. Innovation. 1964. Okay, just go check them out. Go listen to them. Go to YouTube and find "Kick Out the Jams" extended version and give it a listen. Comment below and tell me what you think about it. MC5. Go check them out. Let me know what you think. Well, guys, that wraps my rock history lesson today. And my rock news. If you want more, don't cry, because it's coming at you tomorrow, every day, as I pull out my big ass rock history book, guys. I blow off the top and I peel back that cover and pages, and I peel back every page until I find some good stuff, guys, that I can report daily. Good stuff about the rock legends. That's right. And I report them live on my daily dose of rock music. Now, if you didn't get to watch live and you want to go to my archives, do that easily by going to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/highspeed Barside Jive Live. Don't search on high speed. That's just part of the thing here. youtube.com/Barside Jive Live. Or just go to YouTube and search Barside Jive Live, you'll find me. And hey, while you're there, what about some love? Click that big ass red subscribe button and subscribe for free. Limited time only. Also, guys, I cover rock news and history during my weekly live Tuesday and Thursday shows at the beautiful Vocal Media Studios in North Dallas. Both those 60-minute shows are packed full of music, including nationally touring singer-songwriters, as well as some of the very best tribute and cover bands in the country during my live music showcase. And that's just something you don't want to miss. Well, let me tell you something else you don't want to miss is my Tipsy Gypsy. Because old Bree Akers, man, she brings drinks and tips from behind the bar. And she's just cool. And she's at It's the Tipsy Gypsy on Instagram. So look her up. And then my Art Jive Live segment, guys. My visual arts segment featuring artist Brad Jensen. He's legendary, he's extraordinary, and he's there every Tuesday, as well as other creatives from time to time. So join us at vocalnow.com, and it's vocal with a
K.
bingo. You got it. It's with a K. VOKALNOW.com. And when you get there, look for that Barside Jive image. It's right there at the top of your app or top of your browser. Click on it. It's right beside the zoo, so surely you know where it is. Click on it, you'll come right in the show. We'll transport you right in the show. You can hang out with us for the entire 60 minutes. Be fun, good times. Guys, I am thankful for your likes, love, shares. And your comments. I really do appreciate it. It kind of rewards me for taking the time out of my day to do this every day. So please keep it up. Likes, loves, share me, and comment if you like. I do read all the comments. I love them. Guys, be sure to check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/High Speed Barside Jive Live. My Instagram hasn't changed, at Barside Jive. My website is barsidejive.com. And my YouTube channel, just one more time so you guys don't forget it. youtube.com/High Speed Barside Jive Live. Guys, I do appreciate you jumping on here and hanging out with me during my daily dose every day. I see you on here and I appreciate it. Really do. And hey, remember to drink responsibly. I know it's Sunday, but you can still be drinking. Drink responsibly, drink with moderation, and don't drink or text and drive, because they're like the same thing. Just don't do it. Keep in mind that you have just one life to live here, so let's make it a good one. Let's do it together. And please seek every day to be a hero in somebody's life. All sorts of ways you can do that. But find somebody to be a hero to every day. It's going to make the world a better place, I promise. All right, guys. I'm out of here. This has been a long one, I think. It's so great outside. Got a nice breeze. It's cool. Just love everything about it. Anyway, all right, guys, I will see you next time. Until then, peace, love, and rock and roll. See you soon. Good night, Bill.
I'm thinking of you too. I'm thinking of you. Wondering what you're doing.
Is you ready, Skicat?
What's up, Doc?
the way. If you guys did experience some head, neck, or back tingles during this show and have an overwhelming sense of a deep, relaxing feeling, be advised that my content now does contain ASMR.
This isn't just a word from the sponsor, it's simply a very good suggestion. It stands for real refreshment.
That's BarsideJiveLive.com.
You are feeling the tingles. Calling these kinds of whispers inaudible whispers, inaudible whispers. This is the best time to put the lotion on the skin.
You are so juicy. Your brains, most tasty brains I've ever had.